Okay, we're here with one of my little video modules for Final Cut Pro, or should I say really COM 283. But I want to look at Final Cut Pro. One big problem that a lot of people have, I shouldn't say a lot, several people will have throughout the semester, your computer locks up while you're in the middle of editing. In my case, I actually had a thunderstorm come through in the middle of an edit, knocked out my system. All that work that you've done is not necessarily lost. Final Cut Pro has a wonderful backup situation. It's called AUTOSAVE, and you set that up when you start your project. Now I have a project open right here, and this is called Tony Leach, and it's signified by that right there. And I'm looking at the Tony Leach video, which is right there. Okay, but let's say for some reason that this system just crashed on me. When I go into my preferences, I can tell Final Cut Pro where to save a backup copy of this project ever so often, every minute, every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, every 15. Typically, it's every 15 minutes. I go every 10 minutes. And how you do that is you come here and you go to system settings, I believe it is. Yes. System settings will tell you where to save the document. And if you look here, this is saying where to send all my video captures. Okay, and it's going to a hard drive called The Killing Joke. Remember, your instructor is a Batman fan, a reference to the Joker. But down here, waveform cache, you don't have to worry about. The thumbnail cache, I really won't worry about it, but it has to have a place where it's storing the information. But this is what you're after. The autosave vault. Okay, you want to always set that to a place that you know where it's going. I always set it to some place aside from where my capture drive is. Okay, so if something bad happens here, I still have a backup copy here that I can use to recreate the whole sequence and editing session. So if you go set, I tend to send my stuff into the documents folder. So if you look down into my documents folder, and this is how you trace it this way. Hunt the Dark Knight, that's the home drive. All right, users, and then documents. I'm in my users, I'm in CXP8. I'm in my documents, and then you're going to look for something that says Final Cut Pro documents. And oh, I'm sorry, autosave vault. You're going to look for autosave vault. Autosave vault, and there's Tony Leach. Now here's the beautiful part about this. It's going to, according to what I tell it, and I'll show you how you tell it how many to save and how often to save, but it's going to save it, it's going to date it, and it's going to give you time in military time. I was here late last night, 1 o'clock in the morning, working on this, 1:24. So it looks like I'm telling it to save roughly every, 23 minutes? I guess that's an odd one right there. But anyway, it's saving and it time stamps it. So you know that if something happened, say at, I stopped at last saves at 3 o'clock. You know, if I know that the thing crashed at 3:30 and I was working on something else, I know that the bulk of what I did was saved right here. So I can always just go back to this and open it up and get back at my project. It's just a double click and it'll open up, and it's a totally different project because it's named differently with the date convention on it. So that's just something that you should really pay attention to. So let's get out of that because I didn't have I don't need a backup. I don't have a backup issue right now, but I want to show you where or how you go about telling it how often to save. Now this is system settings. What we want to do is we want to go into user preferences, and in the general right here, it's going to control how many levels of undo. That's something else that we can talk about. But basically, if you did something, you can't figure out how you got into it, you can always just Apple Z and it'll just go and go back and go back. Now remember, you can make this number 50, but that just takes up because it has to save that many episodes or many sequences in its mind so they can backtrack to where you were. So 10, usually 15 is probably a good number. But down here, autosave vault, you always want to have this clicked, and mine right here is saved every 30 minutes. You don't want to go that way. I mean, me personally, every 15 is good. I don't need 40 copies. I just need really no more than 10. And I never have more than 25 projects going on at one time. So, but that is an excellent thing to have. I can't express how many times it saved me. And I mean, and I've been doing this for 20 or so years. It probably saved me probably about 20 times. So you probably only use it once a year, but that one time you use it, it's going to save you a lot of pain and stress, save you from pulling out your hair. And as you know, I'm bald, so I've pulled out my hair a lot. Anyway, so that's it. There's more, but click on another video, and or if there are more as of yet, and see what I got to say. All right, talk to you later.